Dear students, today we are going to discuss the annotations and the short questions based on the poem Questions from a Worker Who Reads, written by the poet Bertolt Brecht. In the previous sessions, we had seen the introduction to the poet Bertolt Brecht and also a detailed analysis of the poem Questions from a Worker Who Reads. Now, based on this poem, we need to answer the questions on annotation and short questions. So, we'll move on to the annotation. Now, in the previous poems, we have already discussed how to answer the questions on annotation. Any lines which are given to you from any of the poems, you are supposed to mention the name of the poet and the title of the poem in the beginning of the answer. So this will fetch you 2 marks out of 5, which is allotted for annotation. Every annotation will have 5 marks, out of which 2 marks will go for the name of the poem and the name of the poet. So here is the sample which is picked from the textbook. If you have the textbook with you right in front, you can see this annotation printed in the textbook as well. Every page a victory, who cooked the feast for the victors? So these are the lines from the poem. And how do you answer this? Now if you can observe the first sentence, the above lines are taken from the poem Questions from a Worker Who Reads, written by the German poet Bertolt Brecht. So your correct recognition of the name of the poem and the name of the poet will fetch you 2 marks. And after you give this correct information, you move on to the analysis of those lines. How do you analyze these lines? Who said these lines? To whom is it said? And in what context it is said, and the meaning of the lines will come as the next part of the answer. You can see this here in the answer. Our history is full of great stories of great and their great feats and achievements, and this would not have been possible but for the soldiers who fight in the wars and the skill and creative knowledge of building palaces and great structures. Therefore, Brecht suggests that workers are also builders of great cities and civilizations. So thus the above lines bring out the irony of our times, where physical labor, that is hard work of all kinds, is not only underpaid but also not respected and appreciated compared to the intellectual labor. So here it is very clearly seen that these lines are said by the poet himself. Probably he is giving out his voice on behalf of the working class or the labor class, and the meaning of these lines is clearly explained in the annotation. So this is how you need to answer a question on annotation. Now moving on to the short questions. Now short questions is the first section in your question paper. You will be given the questions where you have to answer in a word or a phrase or a sentence. Now why this kind of an answer is to be given is every question carries just 1 mark. So 1 mark deserves either a word or a phrase or just a sentence as an answer. So you need to be precise, and you are not supposed to explain or beat around the bush when you see the question. So just be up to the point. Who is the speaker of the poem? The answer is the poet is the speaker of the poem. And the second one, who are ignored in the books of history? The labor class is ignored, you can say, or you can also say the working class. Both are correct. Now the last question which is there in the textbook is name the great rulers mentioned in the poem. So you can very clearly see in the poem Philip of Spain, Julius Caesar of Rome, Alexander the Great, Frederick II. So these are the leaders or the rulers who are mentioned in the poem. So if you can give the names of these rulers, I think that should be enough. So these are the only 3 questions which are mentioned in the text, but you can expect more 1 mark questions from this poem. like which are the monuments which are mentioned in the poem. Monuments are the names of the cities. You can look into the poem and say Thebes, Babylon, Rome, Byzantium. So many places like this are mentioned here. So that can also be one of the questions, one more questions which can be expected. So your preparation for annotation and one more questions should be in such a way that you should be familiar with every line of the poem. Every line should be at the tip of your tongue, and the explanation for those lines should be very clear in your mind. Only then you can answer any annotation which is given or any one mark question. One mark questions can be either picked from the textbook or it can be framed out of the textbook related to the poem. So if you are familiar with the entire poem, I think answering the one mark questions should be easier. Thank you very much.